many of you have heard of capital punishment or death penalty? Now imagine your friend or family member violently murdered. My friend was home minding her own business when a person kicked in her door and killed her. She was raped, strangled, and placed in the trunk of her car and hauled around. Her body was so badly decomposed that she had to have a closed casket at her funeral. How would you decide this perpetrator's fate if you were the jury? Capital punishment is a debatable topic in Alabama, but that's not the reason I am before you today. I want to explain to you what capital punishment, Alabama history of capital punishment, explain where death row inmates are housed, crimes punishable by death, and execution methods. I used to work at Holdings Correctional Facility where majority of the capital punishment inmates are housed and where all executions take place. I have also done my share of research on this topic. What is capital punishment or death penalty? Capital punishment and death penalty are used interchangeable, but after research I discovered there is a minute difference. According to procon.org, capital punishment refers to the execution itself. Death penalty is the penalty. Britannica School defines capital punishment as the execution of an offender sentenced to death after the conviction by the court of law of a criminal offense. What is the history of capital punishment in Alabama? PBS.org states capital punishment or death penalty dates back as far as the 18th century BC. America's use of the death penalty was influenced by Great Britain. When the European settlers came to America, the New World, they brought capital punishment with them according to deathpenaltyinfo.org. Alabama started using the death penalty in 1812. This is the first recorded execution. Between 1812 and 1965, 708 people were executed. 18 of them were women, according to Wikipedia. In 1972, the U.S. Supreme Court suspended capital punishment across the United States until March the 25th, 1976. Governor George Wallace then signed a new death penalty statute. My next point, I will speak on the prisons. What are the prisons in Alabama that house capital punishment inmates? Holman Correctional Facility is a male institution established December 1969 in Atmore, Alabama. It was originally built to house 20 death row inmates. As of today, it has 194 death row cells. This is the only prison that carries out the executions. Julia Tutwiler Prison, a woman's prison, was built in 1942 in Wetumpka, Alabama. It housed up to 4 women on death row. William Donaldson Correctional Facility, established in 1982, formerly known as West Jefferson Correctional Facility, is located in Bessemer, Alabama. This facility is also a male institution. It can house up to 24 death row prisoners that are required to stay in the Birmingham area. What are some capital punishment eligible crimes? Intentional murder with any aggravating factors can be charged as capital murder. Formerly in Alabama, capital crimes included rape, arson, and robbery. The U.S. Supreme Court eliminates the death penalty for any crime except murder. This brings me to my last and final point. What are the methods of executions in Alabama? From 1827 to 1927, hanging was the primary method of execution. In 1927, the electric chair called Yellow Mama was introduced. Today, lethal injection is the primary use of execution. Inmates that were sentenced before 2002 can choose electrocution or lethal injection. Conclusion. In conclusion, Alabama has the highest death rate penalty in the country. I have given you all a brief history of capital punishment in Alabama, the prison that housed death penalty inmates, crimes punishable by death, and types of executions. I hope and pray for everyone's sake that no one or their family end up in the prison system. Thank you.